Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is somewhat of an irregular review for me in that it is a hand cream review, but it's a pretty special, unusual product and I wanted to share it with you. So I am talking about BAM, the Diptyque hand cream in rose. Now, Diptyque is a brand, they're famous for their candles. They have these ridiculously expensive, overpriced candles that would make amazing, Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, whatever, but I mean, we're not talking about candles that you just keep burning on your bathroom 24/7, at least not unless you're richer than I am. So I've known about the brand for a while, but I'm not about to spend $60 on a candle. So I took the opportunity when I saw this to try out the hand cream instead. Now, I absolutely love rose anything. And I know that a lot of people think that's basic. They're like, it's Johnny One No Fragrance, it's rose. Well, that's fine. People can disagree with me, but I have always loved rose. So this is the O Rose hand cream. I keep moving the box around because I want you to be able to see the art, and here it's totally blown out. So there it is, O Rose hand cream. I need to tell you about what happened when I opened the package. So I got a box, right, from Neiman Marcus because I had to reorder my concealer, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, Ride or Die product of life. And so that's why I thought, well, I'll throw this in there because this was very inexpensive. This was 20 something. I think it was 28, something like that. So I'm opening the box from Neiman's and I take my concealer out and I'm taking it out of the box and I realize I smell roses. I could smell the product outside of not only the tube, but outside of the box, underneath the packing paper. I actually stood there. I was going, I was like, what am I smelling? It really was this. I took the box out and I was like, yep, it's definitely this. And it wasn't that they had sprayed the carton with perfume. No, it's that this is really super highly fragranced. So let's talk about the packaging first, because whenever you're buying a luxury item, the packaging is important because it should be something that you like, right? So I love this. I think their packaging is super elegant and classy without being overdone. It's not gaudy. It's just beautiful. And you get 1.7 ounces of product in here. And it actually does not tell you anything about the product on the box. There's not any of that crazy, this hand cream is gonna change your life. No, they're just it's a hand cream, deal with it. Looking at the ingredients, we have a lot of good ingredients in here, water, glycerin, we've got macadamia oil, macadamia seed oil, we've got silica, then we have fragrance. Fragrance is really high on the ingredient list, which is great. We have aloe leaf powder, aloe leaf juice powder. We've got a whole bunch of other sodium hyaluronate, which I'm assuming is similar to hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant. It draws moisture into the skin. And yeah, so a bunch of plant extracts. Me likey, no parabens. So that's a plus. Now then we get to the actual tube, and it's just a tube of hand cream, 1.7 ounces. So this is the perfect size if you want to carry your hand cream around with you. It'll go in your bag, but it's not so small that you're going to be constantly running out, but it's not so big that it's going to get in your way. So perfect sizing on this. And we open it up, and it's pretty thin. Pretty thin. It's not watery, it's not runny, but it's definitely a lotion. It's not actually a cream, and it's so fragrant. Oh. We're gonna have 10 minutes of me just doing this. Oh, I love rose so much. To give you an idea of how strong this fragrance is, I put it on twice, a couple hours apart. And then my husband came home from work and I made dinner and I made snickerdoodles, and then I came back in here and the room smells like rose. That's the level of fragrance we're talking about. Now, needless to say, if you do not like super fragrance products, run screaming in the other direction because this is seriously fragranced. I would wear this in lieu of wearing a rose perfume. And if you're gonna wear another perfume, this is gonna fight with it. Unless you like to blend scents and you want to use something that, goes with rose. I don't do that. I don't know enough about fragrance to really understand how to combine them, so I don't do that. But this is hand cream or hand lotion and perfume in one. Now, it absorbs almost immediately. So if you were to touch my hands right now, they're not wet, they're not oily, they're not slick, they're not tacky. I can touch, you know, my computer without leaving residue on it. That's great. And they do stay moisturized for a long time. However, if you have really dry hands, this probably isn't going to be the only product that you need to use. So if you have, you know, really super dry skin on your hands, if it's like cracking or you have calluses, you're going to want to put on something else first, like Eucerin or even Vaseline. I am all about, by the way, Vaseline with cocoa butter. Where are you? It's right here. I buy several tubs of this at a time and I use it constantly, and I know that this is totally basic and people are like, Vaseline, it works. It works, people. It works. I constantly have this here. See, here's the thing, right? I knit. I should show you some of my knitting sometime. I knit lace. I do these great big shawls and capes. They're fabulous. I'm pretty good at it. So what happens is when you're working with fibers, all of the oils in your hands, they kind of go into the fiber, which sounds gross, but remember, you want your skin to be producing oil because otherwise it's going to be dry and peeling and bleeding and cracking and you're going to be in a lot of pain. But when you're working with yarn, or if you're working even with paper a lot, you know, you're going to lose moisture on your hands. So that's why I have my Vaseline over there. I will continue to use that Vaseline because it really just, you know, it's thick, it's goopy, it does the job. But this smells so delicious. I cannot even explain to you how awesome this smells. And because it's so pretty to look at, these would make awesome gifts. And they're not totally expensive. You know, if you want to give somebody a nice gift, but you don't want to spend $60 on a Diptyque candle, especially if you're going to give it to someone and they're not going to know what it is. They're going to be like, thanks, a candle. And you're like, I spent $60 on their candle. Get them something like this. Just make sure you know what fragrances they like. Because again, if you are sensitive to fragrance, or if the person that you're going to be gifting it to is sensitive to fragrance, this could really be an issue. So again, if you have asthma, if you are, you know, have sensitive breathing tract, use caution. But if you love really super fragrant floralness, check them out. I'm excited about this. This is going to be awesome for fall and winter because the scent is heavier, so it's kind of, you know, in the summer, I don't really like to pile on so much fragrance because the heat can really change the way that it smells, and also it can just dissipate everywhere and just be like this suffocating cloud of perfume. I hate that. But now that it's getting slightly cooler out, I'm so excited about it. So Diptyque products, they're sold, you know, Neiman Marcus, probably Bergdorf, Saks. You might be able to find these even at Sephora, I'm not sure. But small, travel friendly, pretty budget friendly too, not exorbitantly expensive, and a little bit of this is going to go a long way. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So thank you guys so much for watching this quick little review of the Diptyque hand lotion. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you on board. And please give the video a thumbs up if you would be so kind. That would seriously help me out. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, and have a great day. Bye!